Good morning, Ranger Architects. Mr. Meadham here. It is Thursday morning, May 21, and we are approaching Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to go over just a couple more things, kind of in addition to what we did on Tuesday. And so I want to add some columns to my house because these look kind of plain Jane here. I want to add up, kind of jazz that up a little bit on both sides. And so I go over to the Google and type in architectural columns. I get a bunch of fancy Roman ones. Not really what I'm looking for. So then I typed in residential architectural columns, and I'm getting a little bit closer. See some good ones here. Not quite my style of house. So I'm going to throw in Victorian farmhouse. And so this is a little bit closer to what my house might have per its style. This is kind of a new version of an old farmhouse. And so just kind of a simple rectangle, got a little base on the bottom, a little bit of a piece that goes across the top, supporting the roof. Simple, but at the same time, kind of nice. I do like this little detail up on the top. This one has got a little crown piece, skinnier, and then kind of a bigger base at the bottom. A little bit more detail. At one time, our house had some kind of cool scallops up in the gables. And the wood and some trim up there, but the previous owners put up siding and kind of covered up a lot of that. So I don't have quite the detail that is, or this one is. That's pretty cool too, but not quite matching the style of my Victorian house. Again, some of those buttresses, cornices, and stuff are fancy, but not quite my style. Again, just a box. It's got a little base, a little crown piece, kind of simple, but just a little something added to it. I like that. A turned one, I kind of like that. Kind of fits our style. Not all this extra detail, but a turned column would be nice. Kind of far away. Another box one. Another turned one. It looks like in the middle. Kind of more of that cylindrical shape. And some doubles. Singles with a little support at the top. Another double with a little railing. I don't know. Let's see if any of these look feasible. Let's go back to, that's too easy. I need something a little more difficult. I'll go with something like that. And so we're going to try to do something, a little crown piece on the top, maybe make a little bit of an angle, kind of taper as we come down, and then a bigger base. So we're going to go back here to our house. Here is our column. I think I made these 6 inches before. So I'm going to come over on the top, maybe do like a crown piece that comes out. Let's go 2 inches. And let's go down an inch. Let's come in at a 45. Another little crown piece here. And I'm just going to come to the middle of this, which I don't have at the moment, but I can find it here. And so now I can find the midpoint of that. So I'm just going to mirror this over. Find the midpoint. And now I have a symmetrical column on the top. And we'll come up maybe, I don't know, let's go out another inch again. And we'll come up here, come over at a 45. Again, find the center of that. And let's do a little bit of a taper to it. So we're just going to go like this. And we are going to knock it in about an inch from here. So I'm going to just hover, drag over. When I get my tracking line, type in 1. A little more than I wanted to go. Let's go back a half of an inch. There we go. And so now we'll mirror those over. So I'm going to go over here to mirror. Pick this line here. Pick this line here. Pick the new angled line. Right click. Pick the midpoint of this and flip it over to the other side. And now we'll get rid of the originals. The rehatch, but we got a little more detail in our trim, right? Looks a little nicer. I'm just going to delete that one. Actually, let's back up. I can go into my hatch a little easier so I don't delete it all. Oops. I don't want to print either. Sorry about that. There we go. If I pick this hatch and I go to hatch edit, I can remove a section. So I'm going to go to, if I open my window up a little bigger, remove, and I'm going to pick this one, that one. I said isolate that particular one when I finish that off. And then this one I can just delete all by itself. Just kidding. I can remove that one too, I guess. There we go. And so we'll take our porch out past our column. This should probably drop down to the horizon. And now we'll rehatch that. So I'll go back to my siding layer. Go to my hatch tool. And everything's set up from before. So we're just going to select inside here. And here. And then that will rehatch around that new column. So now we're going to take that, bring it to the other side. Turn my siding off. Copy. I want to line it up with, what do I have to line it up? The outside edge here, but I want to be an inch over. So that's not, I can pick this point right here because that was my original column when it came down before I did an inch. So I'm going to use that as my base point. Cover up the other one here. Looks like it centered it perfectly. I can delete the original and trim this up and put our siding back on and fix that side. So we'll go to remove again. And hatch tool on siding layer. And we pick and pick. And there we have a nicer, cooler column. All right, so I want you to take something out of your blog from the aesthetic values and apply it into your house, kind of like we did with our quick little cupola on Tuesday, or the columns here. And so find some aesthetic thing and try to freehand or draw it as best you can. And if you don't like it, you can go back and make it a little wider, make it a little smaller. That's the beauty of design. All right, well, have a great Memorial Day weekend. I'll catch up with you guys again on Tuesday. So keep plugging away at this. If you have questions, send me emails. If I didn't respond to your questions, send me another one because I sometimes miss those. But anyway, keep it on, and finish up your blog post and keep working on your houses. And I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend.